And when you set up the shopping ads, you can show up in the organic section. There's lots of things we can do, but we do need to account for the zero-click attribution, and we do need to educate our clients on that. What does it mean for us? It means that we need to know not only what's going on with the search engine results pages, we need to know about algorithms, because algorithms tell us what not to do. I worked for a company once that did Google Ads when it was brand new, and they decided to get into SEO, and they bought links from link farms, and link farms became bad because you're not supposed to pay to rank. And if you're buying links, you're paying to rank. That's why people need to be careful when they're hiring an SEO company. And the companies that hire you trust you. And we focus on white hat SEO. There's black, white, and gray. White hat is like I play by the rules. Black hat is I try to break the rules. And gray is it a rule? Sometimes you do have to ask yourself, what is the best thing to do here? We're going to go through some algorithms that have happened to show us the things that are happening and have changed over time. Panda was about duplicate, plagiarized, thin content. Thin content, and you'll learn more about this later, is like less than 300 words on a page, or keyword stuffing. Back in the day, say I wanted to rank for, I don't know, baby clothes, and I just wrote baby clothes 100 times on my site. Google's not bad. It's not a good user experience. After Panda was Penguin and spammy or irrelevant links. That's the link farming, right? Buying links is bad. That's why you have things like people, I'm sure maybe you've gotten an email saying, oh, I've written some really great content. Can you put it on my site and link back? That is not spammy and irrelevant links, but spammy and irrelevant links are link farms. And we had Hummingbird, which was about low quality content and the keyword stuffing again. And don't worry, there's only 3 pages of these. Then we had RankBrain. And RankBrain is really interesting because it was lack of relevance. And we know that Google now, relevance is a huge indicator, right? Shallow, poor content, poor UX. What is UX? User experience. That relates to how your website's set up. Is it easy to navigate? Do people rage click? Tell you more about that later. Okay, couple more. And these are just good to really know. Okay, and the next algorithms are quite fun, if it would do what I want. But there we go. Updates to know. Looks like it has a mind of its own. Medic. Okay, this is why I'm like, this was more recent. These are the more recent algorithms that we want to know about. Medic is lack of authority, anything that can take your money or mess with your life, right? Google did this whole big thing. And what happens when there's an algorithm update? Some websites like, what was it, Dr. Oz, who are in number one, they go to a number 100. People get really upset when there's an algorithm update and it affects you. Why? Because it can ruin your business, right? If you're doing the wrong things. If you're practicing the right things, you should have no problems. BERT is really interesting because that's where AI really has taken hold. BERT was getting rid of bad content, lack of focus. We're seeing more and more of that. So you have affiliate sites who were ranking all the time. Now there's been a algorithm update to address that good quality content with reviews that specifically deal with products are valued more than reviews that don't really say much or haven't had user experience, right? Now, Mum is a better version of BERT. Now, why this matters. Mum is multi-directional. Originally, when we searched, we had it one keyword and Google would bring up all the websites with those keywords. And now Google can understand the words before and the words after that keyword. It makes things better, more powerful, with the ability for AI to understand our language better. Because think of this. When I type in the word picture, what am I looking for on Google? Am I looking for a baseball pitcher? Am I looking for a pitcher of water? Am I looking for a picture frame? This gives context to our searches. And the last ones, passages was a big breakthrough. Passages is really interesting. I'm sure you've seen it when you search something and you get a snippet of text now. And then when you click over to the site, it's highlighted in yellow. That's passages indexing. That was a huge breakthrough last year. And it made us get the snippets of information we needed at our fingertips. It was an incredible breakthrough. Then we have core updates, which happen regularly. Sometimes Google tells us about them, sometimes Google does not. The last algorithm updates that you need to know, and these are the very most current, March. That was like last month. Product review updates. This is where Google has taken the product reviews that are crappy and they've been downgraded. And now it's about firsthand experience. It's about the truth of product reviews and not just about affiliate sites trying to rank to get people to buy. The very latest update is called Palm. And this is a breakthrough that happened 2 days ago. And it can handle millions of different tasks and learning reasoning. That's crazy. It's called Pathways Language Model, referred to as PaLM. Now, why is this important? Because this changes what happens when we search, right? You saw the passages breakthrough, and now we get content more easily. This should change things. MUM really changed things because that bio-directional and being able to index images, text, and video all at the same time, we started to see things like, it used to be person teaching Thai food was like American, blah, 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 white Anglo-Saxon person. And now you'll see somebody from the little Thailand woman back in the forest who's got a video camera who's teaching you how to make Thai foods. It's really opened up what we can see and where we get our information from, which is brilliant. The internet does bring us all a little closer together. Now that we know things that Google grades us on and it's changing over time, we're going to talk about how Google ranks contents and what they do. The first thing Google does is they crawl the internet. And how do they do that? Through links. In our on-page SEO class, you're going to learn about internal links. It's really important. So they crawl all the web and they index and they follow links and then they index that material. And the index is just filing it like a big filing cabinet. But then they rank it. The first algorithm that they did was PageRank by Page. I forget his first name. But they rank the information. It used to be they would pull the information like, okay, I have this phrase that I put into Google. Now Google brings like all the keywords that phrase was in and they loaded up the content. Now they have algorithms to help rank the information. And now the SERPs. You know that they crawl, they index, and they rank every piece of information that they can find on the web. SERPs are search engine results pages. You are going to hear about search engine results pages now for the rest of your life. Why? Because they are important. What is the SERP? It's the information you get back when you put a query into Google. The query is your keyword string, whatever you're searching for. SERP stands for search engine results pages. It is one of the things we often talk about. There are 20 different types of SERPs now. And we're going to go into Google. We're going to look at a search engine results pages. But I'm going to go through it because imagine in your eyes, behind your eyes, the top menu when you're searching Google, right? If you start looking around, there's a lot of different options. And I actually have found a secret free class from Google about how to become like a super searcher, which don't worry, I will share. But it's the top menu, right? We have image, search engine in there. We have shopping, we have video, we have more, we have tools, and yeah, I gotta figure out which thing to click.